much is done by the real estate brokers for the community.
That's
and
right.
Dean certainly has excelled on that, and now as president.
Thank you. We've raised, I think, close to $1 million. I know that my contributions alone have been about $350,000. So we're heavily invested, and we love the fact that it's done so well, and it's really opened the door for a lot more clientele for us to come into our market and support our economy. We really were faced with a situation where the clients with young kids were not moving over to Maui, so the segment of the market we're catering to was a very, very small segment, and this really broadened that market for us, which was huge.
I met somebody recently, Dean, and I think I did tell you this, a coach that's been working on track at Maui Preparatory Academy, and he had worked at one point with Lahaina Luna, but he just happened to, we were at a Lahaina Luna function when he started talking to me about it, but as it turned out, he knew who Dean was and Dean's son, Troy, who is a great athlete, and started telling me about the kids at Maui Prep and the kids that he was coaching and how amazing they were, that these were a group of the most, as a total, the whole group of them, which I believe he said was 18 students that he was working with. They were all super polite, very friendly. They were easy to work with. He said just as a total, there wasn't one of them that was a problem or an issue. They were really some pretty amazing, fabulous kids, and that says a lot for your school, Dean.
The school is doing great, and the kids are doing phenomenal. Not just test results. We're not just looking for kids that can memorize and regurgitate. We're looking for kids that can comprehend, that can solve problems, that can work in groups. And it's a little bit of a different thinking, but it's going to be great for their futures. Public speaking, having the confidence to get up in front of a large group of people and do a skit. Things that I know that when I grew up, you would not have caught me doing any of those things. It's been great for the kids. They're doing really well. But certainly a lot of thanks needs to go out to the people that started this in the first place. The school is not an easy thing to finance, and we still continue to work on refinancing. But, for a startup school, there is no financing available, and you're really solely dependent on fundraising. So it was a leap of faith, and it really worked out for the best.
Well, one thing that we should probably remember to mention is that it's not only a leap of faith, but the effort goes on, because the school is going to hopefully go on and on and on, so that any of you who are thinking about making a contribution to a school or doing something like that, call Dean at 870-7736. He can fill you in on what's happening. Call our office, Sakamoto Properties, at 669-0070. And if you've got questions, you'll find one of us available to put you in the right direction. But Dean definitely can help you figure out how to contribute. And there's a lot of different ways to help out at the school, which aren't necessarily all making a donation, because I think that they need help in a lot of different ways, as any school does. So I think, again, it's been an amazing effort that I would say got primarily started by realtors.
That's true. And I think that the other thing that's important to note, too, is that 40% of our kids are on tuition assistance. So a large part of what we do to fundraise goes towards tuition assistance. A lot of people, when they hear that tuition is around $12,000 to $14,000, are generally turned right off. But you should know that we have great tuition assistance program, and we try to find any way we can to get a kid into the school. And so we're taking case by case if need be, and find ways to make it happen. So we just started a new fund. It's called the Puunoa Pilots Fund, and Puunoa is the mascot of the school. And the Puunoa Fund, which just started about 3 months ago, raised enough money for us to be able to offer 4 scholarships to high school students, which we did. We got to 11 really great prospects for those 4 scholarships, and we ended up offering tuition assistance to the remaining 7 people, and we were able to secure all 11 of those superstar kids that applied for that scholarship too. So every year it's a new program. There's always different ways to do it, but we need to focus on the kids.
Well, it looks like we're probably going to wind down faster. This time seems to go through really quickly, but I think we always try to do a little bit of a quick pick thing, trying to remember that this is a real estate show, but which we always drift off on other things because we think it's more about the community and what's really important to the community. So let's try to come up with one of the properties, Dean, that you and I have been working on is 56 Wailuku Way, which is an amazing Puunoa Estates home. And, different than almost any home that you would look at. The really exciting part is that basically it's a 5,000 square foot under roof home. The way it's been set up is that you do have 5,000 square feet of living space, except that some of it is enclosed, some of it isn't, which gives you the benefit of actually, from the standpoint of overall construction, you can still build a home, and you would be able to, with minor alterations, call this your 1,000 square foot ohana, if what you chose was to have a bigger home. But the living capability there is 5,000 square feet under roof, 6.11 acres, and it's a very Hawaiian Bali type living. It's pretty amazing, Dean.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. The beauty of this property is the indoor-outdoor sort of Hawaiian-style, Balinese-style living area, and it's an incredible property. The owners import furniture from Bali, so it's a showcase property. For those of you who don't know, Puamana is the agricultural subdivision above Puamana.
So, Puunoa Estates. Yeah,
Sorry.
Puunoa Estates. It's listed at $3,150,000. Absolutely a total must-see. Call either Dean or myself, 669-0070. We can usually get in there pretty quickly. And now we're actually down to 1 minute, Dean. Either
quickly,
we toss
quickly.
something out there quickly.
Quickly, yeah, I just was driving over here too, and I was thinking we don't have a lot of listings on this side, but I do have a listing in Wailuku. It's up in the Kehalani subdivision in Mauna Leo, and this is a phenomenal property, 3-bedroom home. It's in perfect condition, very central, and it's listed for $695,000, which I think is a screaming deal. If that was on the west side, it would be $895,000. So really good value for centrally located, beautiful home in Wailuku.
And keep in mind, Sakamoto Properties, we do every portion of the market. Someone in our office is handling, the $30,000 deal, and the $30 million we can handle. We're back to Danny Couch. We're coming to a close, so I guess it's time for aloha.
Aloha, Betty. Thanks for having me.
And aloha to all of you. 669-0070. Call us.
Special magic